Honestly, 2020 was the craziest year for me by far. And I thought I'd create a video just recapping what happened this year, what my plans for the future, and then at the end I'll show you the analytics for my channel in 2020 and how much I made from the channel and all that fun stuff. But first, I want to recap what happened this year. On January 15th, I decided to release my very first YouTube video. Now, if you go look at it, it's still up. It's horrible. I don't know why I released it, but it was my first step in actually doing something. I actually started a YouTube channel back when I was in high school. I started one when I was in college. They were all like some stupid Minecraft channels or something like that. I don't really remember. Got like 10 subscribers, no big deal. But then this year I decided, you know what, I really want to teach and be able to help other people learn the stuff that I'm learning myself. Now I chose Flutter because that's the technology that got me the most excited at that time. And there wasn't that much Flutter content online, so I figured it's a good time to help teach as many people as I can about this specific technology that I'm excited for. And it got released to beta, it got released by Google, so that's a big company. I thought, you know, there's definitely a future in Flutter. I feel like this could really help people. And I decided to finally put out that first video. I think it was about how to create a web project. Now this whole journey started kind of slow. I think it took me like a month or 2 months to get 100 subscribers, which I guess it's not that bad since nobody knows who the heck I am. And then around March time or something, the pandemic obviously happened, and then my channel just started going up like consistently, 1,000 subscribers a month, which is insane. And now the channel reached 10,000 subscribers, which is insane to me. I remember on my whiteboard I had like goals written down. I think I had 1,000 subscribers at that point. Then I think I reached 1,000 around June or something, maybe a little bit earlier. And I wrote down 2.5 thousand. And I thought I was going to be so happy if I reached that by the end of this year. And now we're at 10,000. I don't know what happened. Then around June time, I just started being more active on Twitter. And that has grown a lot bigger than I thought as well. But the best thing by far is all the messages of the accomplishments you guys have been able to achieve because of my videos. I had a couple messages of people releasing their very first app to the Play Store, and they started from my videos. And that's just like nuts. Like, even though that's maybe not the craziest thing ever to happen, but like the fact that I was able to help someone achieve their goals or achieve whatever they were trying to make is the most rewarding thing out of all of this. And on top of that, I have 4 patrons as of right now. And that's just mind-blowing by itself. Like, the fact that people enjoy my stuff enough to support me like that is just, I don't even have words for it. I don't know, it's out of this world. So now finally, as 2020 is all wrapped up, we put that year behind us, 2021 is a new year, I'm ready to take it to the next level. And the first step for that is going to be me quitting my job. Now you guys might be thinking, 10,000 subscribers, he can't be making enough to quit his job. You'd be 100% right. I'm not going to be able to make rent for a bit. But I'll go over that in another video of the reason why I'm doing this. But that's going to be one step that's going to help me take this to another level. And then the plans I have for this year. I feel like every YouTube video I've seen about plans for the next year, they have plans that aren't very specific. They kind of like, oh, I want to grow this channel, improve the quality and stuff. And while all that is true, I definitely want to get a lot better with the way I film videos, the way I make them more interesting, the way I craft my tutorials to make them easier to understand for people. Those are quite hard to quantify. And of course, I want to grow the subscribers, grow the reach of this channel, grow my Twitter accounts, all that fancy stuff. And I have numbers that I want to reach, but those types of goals aren't very defined, and you don't have full control of them. But I wanted to leave you guys with at least 2 big goals that are quantifiable for this channel, or myself, I guess, not necessarily this channel. But one is I'm going to release my first production Flutter app to both Android and iOS. Now you might remember the book club series I created a little while ago when this channel first started. It didn't look that pretty. It functioned, it worked, but I think it could have been a lot better. I've actually been secretly working on that app still, and it's getting a lot better with a lot more features, and hopefully will look a little bit nicer as well. And that's my one biggest goal for 2021. The goal is to create a startup with it. We'll see if it works out. I don't know if it's fair to call it a startup, but I definitely want to release an app to actually be able to show something that I can create. And the next big thing I want to make is actually some sort of merchandise. So now you might think like, oh, every YouTuber wants to make merchandise and stuff like that. Like, who cares? Well, I'm going to be trying to do it a little bit different. I think the approach that I'll have is something that I haven't really seen anybody else do. So every developer merchandise you see is like a little nerdy, got a little stickers there and here and there. It's rarely ever very like fresh or cool. I don't know how to explain it. But like you guys have probably seen in all my videos, got this black like Adidas. That's what I like to wear a lot. I love fashion a little, and I have a couple of friends that actually have their own clothing brand. And maybe it won't work out, we'll see, but it'll be fun to at least try it, I think. But obviously the biggest one is just increasing, getting better at YouTube. I really love making videos. I think it has become an amazing creative outlet for me. And I really want to see what I could do to take it to the next level. Alright, enough of me yapping about this channel and the future and everything. Let's get into the analytics so I can show you guys exactly how I did statistically this year. Alright, so here are my stats. In 2020, we had 316,000 views, which is absolutely insane. You take a look at the beginning. It started out a little bit slow, and then you see here around May, I tried 4 periods of advertising using Google Ads. Now, my outcome for this is they work if you're trying to get views, but in terms of audience retention, I'm not really sure if they're worth it for the money. I think consistent videos and consistently improving is going to give you a lot bigger returns than using some sort of advertising. You see, every single one, whenever I stopped, it went back right to the level it was at before. Before, I got to 568 views before I ever started advertising in May. And it dropped back down to 315. I was like, oh man, I got to make sure I do it again. But then again, it dropped down to 317. And I did it again and dropped down to 400. I was already on the uprise here. But every single time I advertised, it dropped lower than where it should have been. And around this point here, I released some of my Get X videos. And these are by far my most viewed videos on my YouTube channel. Another illustration of why I don't think that advertising is really worth it. If you take a look at the watch hours, there's barely any increase there during those times. The real increase was consistency and improving your content and doing all of that. Another example, with subscribers, you can see the 4 little bumps, but compared to doing a good video, not even close. These are all well-performing videos that I made over here, and you can see they had a lot higher peaks than the advertising that I did. So yeah, 9.5 thousand subscribers in 1 year. On my first year of being online at all, I think that's pretty good. I'm quite happy with it. And thank you to everybody that watched. You guys really made this year special for me. And then the last figure is the amount of money I made this year. And boom, $476. Now, to go from something where I didn't necessarily think I was going to make any money from it, I honestly didn't think people were going to watch my videos at all, being able to make almost $500 in my first year, I guess since August really, that's pretty nice. Again, it's not going to pay the rent or anything, but it's a nice little side income. But there we go. Those are my statistics for 2020. Hopefully 2021 might be even crazier than this. We'll see. Once again, I'd like to absolutely thank everybody that watches my videos, everybody that's supported me throughout this year. This year has shown me what I want to do in life and where I want to be in the next couple years. Before this year, I honestly was just working my little corporate job, like not really knowing what I wanted to do. And now I have a clear picture in my head where I want to go, what I want to do. And it's all thanks to you guys. This whole channel is only possible because of the support I've gotten. These type of statistics, these results, all these numbers, they're only possible because of everybody that watches my videos and supports me. And in 2021, I hope to make you proud and continue putting out better and better content and hopefully helping more and more of you achieve your goals. So once again, thank you and have a great 2021.